Hey guys, it's Greg, and today I'm interested in time management. So this is something that has been near and dear to my heart a lot lately. Frequently I am feeling as though I don't have enough time to do the things that I want to do, and frequently I also feel I don't have the time to do the things that I need to do. So I really wanted to start and think about how can I make it feel as though I have more hours in the day, because it's just not working for me right now. I really need to find a way to find that balance and allow myself to have time to spend with my wife, spend with my daughter, and also get all the things done that I need to, but also find time for myself. So, I have been doing a lot of research, and I think that if you go out and you do some research too, just some Google search. Let's be honest with ourselves, because that's really what research is these days. But if you were to go and just go through a deep dive on Google, looking up time management, you're going to find countless articles, countless websites, countless books, all talking about these things. And so I did a lot of that for you. You're welcome. What I did was I just read through a bunch of different things, and I kept noticing a lot of continuing themes, or not continuing themes, but common themes that a lot of people were talking about and a lot of people were bringing up. And I think that those mostly can be put into three buckets. So I want to talk to you guys about those three buckets, but really what's getting me excited about it and making me want to talk about it beyond just organizing things for my own life is you've probably heard of various month-long things, like a Movember, where men will choose not to shave in order to bring awareness to men's health issues and so forth. But I'm not really one for mustaches myself, so sorry, but I won't be participating in that. Though, please read up on men's health issues. Anyways, what I'm going to be doing is a no-nonsense November. So for the month of November, I'm going to employ these techniques in some way, shape, or form that I'm going to talk to you about. And I'm going to see at the end of the month, I'll make another video. I just want to see what the effect is. Am I going to feel as though I'm more accomplished? Am I going to feel like I have more time? Am I going to feel like, gah, this was just a waste? We'll have to wait and see. But I am going to try it, and I will let you know in about a month how things go. Okay, so those three buckets that I found that most people are talking about. Now, granted, a lot of them will get more granular and start talking about things, but I've kind of grouped them together to make them easier to process, I think. So, number one, time management tip: plan. So, what does plan mean? Plan means a lot of different things. A lot of places will tell you that you need to create a time audit. So basically just map out what you're doing now and see how much time you are devoting to various tasks. And that will give you a better picture of where you want to cut back or where you want to expand, or just in general, it makes you aware of what you're doing with your time. And piggybacking off of that, one of the big things about planning and one of the big purposes of planning is that if you are cognizant, if you're really focusing on your time management, you're going to be making better decisions. You're going to be doing things that will allow you to find more time, will allow you to achieve your goals. So, plan. Make sure that you are thinking about it. And one of the things that they very much encourage is creating a schedule, creating a plan, creating a to-do list. So, I know personally, one of the big things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting in on my wife's calendar. I have been, just go ahead and say, bad dad, beat myself up, I know, but I have really been allowing my wife to shoulder the responsibility of keeping track of our social calendar. And it's not a very good thing. It keeps me out of the loop. It constantly keeps me on my toes, and it also puts a lot of pressure on her. So I'm going to start participating in that. I'm going to have my calendar built based off of hers, and I'm going to be keeping track of the things that we're going to be doing so that I feel more connected to what we're doing. So I'm going to be doing that. And then you can go a little bit further beyond just having the calendar. You can plan out your days. A lot of people will recommend that you plan out tomorrow, tonight, so that you can just wake up and get going, hit the ground running, as it were. So I am going to be implementing a calendar, and I'm going to, on Sunday nights, I'm going to start planning things out. I'm going to do a little bit of a roadmap for the week ahead, and we'll see what that allows me to do. So one more thought to do with planning is when you are planning, create your to-do list, but also make it so that you are keeping track of the things that you did accomplish and got done. That will help you to feel accomplished, and it will help you to, at the end of the day, see, I did this. And you can ride those good feelings. And with that, you should also plan to do the things that are the most important right up front. And one of the ways that you can do that is, this is something I like quite a bit. You basically are going to plan things out in kind of a Punnett square. You're going to have on one side will be the high important, low important. And then you're going to have on the bottom, you're going to have urgent, non-urgent. Or very urgent, less urgent. So you're going to have up here in the first box, you're going to have an intersection of high importance, high urgency. Those are the things you're going to do now. And then, number 2, you're going to have high importance, low urgency. So those are the things that are going to be your next task. So first is going to be high urgency and high importance. Then you're going to have high importance, low urgency. Down here, you're going to have low importance but high urgency. So these are the things that, really need to, it's not as much that they really need to get done, but more that they're on a time crunch. So these are the things that you'll do later. And then you have the things over here, which are low importance and low urgency. And those you don't do. Sorry. So you cut those out entirely. So that's one way you can start approaching things. And frequently, to go with that first box in particular, make sure that you do the most important tasks first. Make sure that you do the things that are going to result in the greatest sense of satisfaction for you, for the people who are depending on you. Make sure you get those things done first, and then you can ride that wave of accomplishment, the good feeling, throughout the rest of your day. Of course, this is really assuming that we're talking about tasks that can get done within one day. Certain projects, certain things are multi-day, but just make sure that you get the things done now that you can. Don't put them off until the future if you can avoid it. Okay, now it's time for bucket number 2. This one is, again, we're talking about things that are kind of common sense, but you really need to have them laid out for you sometimes. The next big thing, you'll hear it frequently, you need to take care of yourself. You cannot be a good caregiver if you don't take care of yourself first. And that is going to be a huge thing here when we're talking about time management. You need to make sure that you're taking care of your needs so that you're going to be productive. You're not going to be doing as much time stressing out about, oh, I'm not going to be able to go to that baseball game. You're not going to be stressing out. You're not going to be burnt out. You're not going to be just daydreaming, and you're going to be able to focus. So make sure you take care of yourself first. And for me personally, that's really about finding balance between the things that I need to do and the things that I want to do, and making sure that I'm not letting either side go too crazy out of whack. If I'm just doing things that I need to do and I'm not doing the things that I want to do, then I'm going to start to feel really like my batteries are drained. I'm going to be feeling like why am I doing any of this? And I'm just going to be a grouch. And that's not good for anyone. So what are some ways that are frequently recommended when we're talking about taking care of yourself? Well, first is going to be a very simple thing. Make sure that you're getting some exercise, some stretching, or some meditation in every single day. And you want to schedule this, okay? You want to make sure that this is part of your daily routine. You want to get the blood flowing, allow yourself to be centered. And really, one of the positive things, and it's frequently overlooked, is the meditation. You can really focus and get a sense of what actually is important to you. It's not all about eating right and exercising. You need to take care of your head too. So take care of yourself, exercise, do some stretching, do some meditation, do something along those lines every single day. Pair that with good eating. Now, for myself, I find that if I'm taking good care of myself, I want to eat better. And it kind of just feeds into itself, which is a funny word for me to be talking about when I'm talking about food. But in general, one leads into the other, and it allows me to stay on track. You also want to make sure that you are maintaining your personal relationships. You know, if I neglect my wife, it's not going to go well for anyone. So I need to make sure that as I am planning things out, I am blocking off time specifically to spend with my family, to go out on dates, to do the things that need to be done to make sure that I'm fulfilling her and fulfilling myself at the same time. You need to make sure that you are balancing and making time for your personal relationships. One last very important thing when we're talking about taking care of yourself is schedule time for fun. Schedule time for hobbies, schedule time to do the things that you find fulfilling and the things that you want to do. And number 3, the third bucket. This one is going to be really dictated by the first two in some way, shape, or form. And the third one is eliminate your bad habits, eliminate your time wasters. Really, this is something that eats up so much of my free time, and I just said I need to be aware of it and I need to cut it out. So for me, what was the big thing that I did? I got rid of mobile games. Not all mobile games, I just got rid of the ones that were taking up the most time and were really eroding my free time, eroding, time I should have been paying attention to what was going around me. So I got rid of all my mobile games with the exception of Words with Friends, which I play with my grandmother, and Pokemon, because as we may remember,
I wish I knew how to quit you.
So here's one that I kept seeing, but it's not really quite so intuitive. And I think that in order to say it best, I really need to quote Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. And the quote is quite simply, don't half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing. So what I'm getting at there is don't multitask, which again goes counter to what you would believe. But the thing is, with multitasking, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to link something in the comments, in the description. It's an article that goes over, reasons why multitasking isn't really your friend, isn't really what you think it's going to be doing. But in general, the thing is, if you are multitasking, you're not devoting yourself to one. Your quality will suffer. It will take longer to get all the things done that you're trying to do. And in general, again, this is a huge thing for work because we're kind of told you need to multitask, you need to be doing this. One thing in the article that I am going to be linking is it's really not multitasking. Multitasking isn't really something that humans can do. What they say we're doing is actually task switching. So our focus is over here for a moment, then it goes over here, goes over here, goes here. And again, in the process, we're losing a lot of valuable time because we're not focusing on either. And it means that it takes us a lot more time. We need to really change gears while we're trying to get through and we're trying to do the things that we're doing. So we end up wasting a lot of time in the ways that we're trying to be productive. It's very crazy, but believe me, read the article and I think that you're going to understand where I'm going with that. So, once again, our 3 buckets. Plan, make your schedule, pay attention to what you're doing, take care of yourself, make sure that you are getting the things that you need done for yourself, for your relationships. Make sure that you are the best you that you can be. And number 3, get rid of those time vampires, get rid of those things that are just going to eat up all of your free time and make it seem like you don't have time to do the things that you really want to do. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you're getting something out of this. Please let me know in the comments if you are going to join me in a no-nonsense November in some way, shape, or form. Are you going to try to employ any of these ideas and try to get back some of that time that you feel like you simply don't have enough of? Please let me know if you are enjoying things like this. Please let me know if you want to see more videos that are focused on something like this. Please let me know if you have an idea that you would like to have me explore. I hope to hear from you all. I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon.